The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters.
Let's go to Shivan in Boston. Shivan, what's happening, brother?
I'm watching you both on Tiger TV.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, definitely it is. Learning a lot from Tiger.
Now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate all you tigers and tigresses growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 37, Nasdaq's up 18, S&Ps are up 7, gold is up $18, $19 at 16.41. You get silver up 69 cents at 29.37. Bonds are down 11 ticks at 145. King dollar, they're smoking King dollar, down 60 ticks at 81.90. And the euro is going to take over the world. We're up 122 ticks at 124.67.
Could take over your world.
I'll tell you. Okay, so what do we have out here, folks? It's a beautiful thing. What do we have? Okay, so Apple. Apple, bottom line, we hit 674.88. Now, I'd love to hit the 674, right? 674 is the butterfly,
675,
right?
675, yeah. 674, yeah.
675.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty up here right now. We've done 5 million shares. Took out the swing point from yesterday, and you took that swing out with 21 million versus 31 million.
Yeah.
You know,
Had decent volume right off the get-go. I don't know what it's been like here for the last half hour.
It's 5 million, which
okay.
is good. You know, my take on that is good. Let Apple can hang out there all by itself as long as it wants. What I want to see is that the Qs, we're over the high of the Qs, which is 68.55. We're at 68.78, and we're dealing with 5 million shares. We'll see how that operates at these highs. You know, so it's the SPX, because this is where the harmony's coming in, man.
Yeah.
The harmony's coming in this baby. The SPX, what we want to see, did it hit it yet? Yeah, good. Oh, man. Yeah, perfect. Okay. A beautiful thing. So the SPX, folks, got the 1422.98. That swing point out there is 1422.25, 0.38. Now, the Dow,
Dow's got a little bit of work to do.
We need more juice in the Dow, exactly. Get that Dow up there, because then it's going to be harmony all across the board. The Dow number, folks, is 13,338. Oh, good. Hey, that's 13,317. Oh, it can do it.
Absolutely, it can do it. Just has to crawl, just to,
It can do it.
Especially the way this market is
It can absolutely do it. Gold contract. Now, let's go over to gold, because this is where we get a little deviance happening here, folks, and it's pretty wild. Now, gold, you're at 1641. The swing point out there is 1646.40, and the volume's not bad. We get volume out there of 80,000 contracts, okay? So, we'll see whether it can basically follow through, get 150,000. It's going to be close, because what does happen is that the beginning of the day is when all the volume gets into the gold contract itself. If we look at the GLD, you're at 3.8 million, and you're going to be dealing with about 20 million. So, and we get Ilka from Boston. We're going to own Ilka a pizza. Ilka, what's going on?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm claiming my win.
That's great.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt here. There's no doubt about that.
So the only problem is I do not eat pizza, so we have to talk about something else, because pizza will know it's not a go with me.
No problem.
Okay.
How about legal seafood?
Sounds perfect.
There you go.
I
love it.
Perfect.
So, anyways, I like what I'm seeing, you two bears, and I have been making nice money. I don't think you have made any money in the past week. On the bear, meaning because unless you have nice trades. No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
No, it's okay. That's okay. You just went to Red Lobster.
No,
I'm kidding.
Steve, I'll be sending you an email, because the 3 drive to the way I discussed it with you, I
Yes.
actually have something for you to go over, because I actually went in and I read Larry's book a little
Yes.
bit more carefully.
Yes.
And I don't think I'm on the same page with you. So when I'll send you an email,
Yes.
can you respond to it with do you have his book?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So can we discuss it 3 minutes? I don't want to do it online right now.
No,
but,
absolutely. Send me an email. We can even discuss it by the phone. You can give me a call at the office.
Very good, because
That's better than email.
I thought it's more of a continuation pattern, and it goes with the trend, or it's a bottoming pattern. And so that's the one thing I want to discuss with you. Very
Absolutely.
good.
Okay.
Well, anyway, so I am a winner, correct?
We got to go back and.
I forgot. No, refresh it. So what? I forgot what the bet was, but I know that.
Well, when I called, I think it was like Monday, 2 Mondays ago.
We busted the high, so you had to win, right?
Two of you were so bearish. I said, I am actually going long when you are guys selling this market. And basically, I think I made more money if that's what you did, and that's what I did, throughout the whole time. Till today. I'm calling just today. I'm calling it off.
You're taking your trade off today.
Well, no, I'm still long the euro, and I'm still long in my. But there may be some type of retracement. I'm calling ES minis 1440 maybe, or 1450, and then maybe retracement. But I think this market. I don't know.
You're the one that's buying all the euros out there?
Hey, listen, if I didn't want to, yes, because I was worried about pizza, so I had to.
Oh, that's too funny.
Now that, yeah, but anyways, very good.
We might, hey, hold it.
Yeah.
We may get this by the end of today.
That's fine. That's why I'm calling today.
She's cashing in.
You're trying to cash in first.
Cash in that
Now,
deal.
see, like I said, I'm still, to straighten this out, there may be a retracement, but I do think this market has more legs later. I do believe that we may go to the end of the month actually a little bit dripping higher. I mean, it's not with conviction of anything, but I don't see big collapses like, I don't see it in this market. Everything looks...
Well, listen, all that happened is that you didn't go to the same store that Steve and I got our glasses at.
Correct. And have you been shaving? I mean, I have the horns and you guys have to shave your bare...
well, you know what? There's no doubt. There's no doubt. We'll see where it shakes out. Cooking.
That's correct. Okay,
we owe you a lobster, no doubt.
Well, thank you very much. Talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Good luck. Bye-bye.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
I love it.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's take a look at some of the high-volume stocks in a low-volume market. So what we have out here, Citigroup up 95 cents right now. Urban Outfitters has some juice in it. It's up 15%. That's up at $5. Of course, we know Apple is up there. Wells Fargo is up 36 cents. You got, let's see, Dell is up 11. Inside some of the large caps, what do we have out here?
Now, Urban Outfitters is going right into a downdraft. Now, it's got volume. It's got volume today.
URBN.
Yeah, but if you take it back, it's at the highs where it last gave it up back in March of 2011, March 8th, 2011. Now, the volume it had back there was about, let's see, on that downdraft, 17 million shares.
Yeah, look at that.
Is what it's going against.
Right. Right.
So it's got volume today, 8 million shares already, but it hasn't been able to hold the price level up there.
Yeah. Wild, man.
Kind of interesting.
No, and when we actually look at it, it's really, this is like bizarre. You talk about a consolidation. This has been a consolidation since 2005.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense, man.
Right there with Walmart.
Yeah. If we go over to we go over to Best Buy. Let's see what we have happening in Best Buy. Oh no, BBY, right? Is Best Buy BBY?
Yeah, I can't get my...
this is. Okay, I got it. One second. BBY, but I got to get an equity versus a bond. Oh, Best Buy is another ABC down. What a trip. Okay, so this is what you have. Best Buy down 86 cents. It's shot down to 16.25. It's at 17.26, but what you have is this, man. This is a trip. Okay, so what you have, you broke the swing.
Yeah.
You have the volume. It's another ABC down. And so the A point is 22.50. The B 16. Let's call it 17. So you get 550, which gives you 1625. There's no help for Best Buy. Best Buy is no longer going to be the Best Buy. It's going to be basically out of business.
And okay, so I'm glad that you actually bring that up, because one of the things that I talked about this morning, just as I was kicking things off for TFNN,
yes.
big difference between knowing your outcome and having a to-do list.
Right.
And an outcome is, and so what I was really thinking about as I was listening to all the stuff going on with Best Buy on CNBC was, the importance of being able to understand at any point in time what business you're in. In the case of Best Buy out here, you say, hey, look, these guys are headed all the way back to their lows, a couple bucks and change or what have you. And that whole paradigm, that whole business model is changing so much.
Oh, huge.
If I were the new CEO, one of the calls I'd be making to the business strategy would probably be getting in touch with Amazon.
Right.
Because to the extent that Amazon wants to have distribution.
Small stores, right.
Throughout the country.
Right.
Then it might be and these guys already have it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
okay.
just fill them up with Amazon products.
Yeah.
With everything.
Well,
as a warehouse.
Because they've got large enough footprints there.
Yeah.
Where certainly, use that 80-20 rule or what have
right.
you. So it's really kind of an ideal situation that I would see, if in fact that's really a direction that Amazon would want to move into.
No, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. And what you're going to see, there's no doubt. That'll be large warehouse all over the place. What I would do is go BK them immediately.
Yeah.
BK them and wipe out all the leases and then open tiny stores, because that's
if you were
over.
on which side? If you were on which side? The Best Buy side or the Amazon side?
If I was on the Best Buy side.
Best side, really? Okay.
Yeah. Just because what happens is that the real estate leases can kill these large stores.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So it's like, okay, I don't know, they've had, they've had 8 quarters of losing gross sales.
Yes.
Never mind earnings.
Yes.
That's over.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. It's terrible. There's no two ways about that. But if I've learned anything over the course of time, that the longer you bleed, you're done.
No, that's why I said. If I were the new CEO, I'd be saying, hey, we need to maybe take a look at this business model here.
And see if that works.
And here's,
exactly.
Let's try to see if there's some way to put something together here that would make sense.
That's right. And then they use those stores just to, as warehouses to ship everything out.
Yeah.
That
you don't need
that really blows some minds, wouldn't it?
Well, you don't have to have all the stores. And all, you'd also be shrinking down stores like you're pointing to.
Yeah.
But it would be a real easy way for them to actually be into that local distribution side of the business.
I'll tell you, you know what is a mind blower, folks? You always hear this, and I remember growing up, because the first businesses that I did a lot of business with was all the shoe companies. And I watched the shoe companies in New England go out of business.
Yes.
And then I actually went to Korea with Reebok, and we were setting up deals over there, travel-wise, with them.
Really?
So I saw that happen. And, now you see a whole other industry getting wrecked.
Yes. Absolutely.
You got to move fast.
You do.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, appreciate you. Tigers and Tigers is growling and prowling. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers, where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on Tiger TV with her Small Cap Roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit TFNN.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now.
with the launch of Tiger TV. TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kate Stalter, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
Millionaires are made every day. The fact is, living your dreams is possible. Someone, somewhere is going to get rich. My recommendation is, let that be you. Each day, someone is making the decision to better themselves and creating a plan to fulfill their financial dreams. Let that be you. The key to turning dreams into reality is to take massive action. Let that be you. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Master Show with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN, and I can help you with your journey to great wealth. I'll show you how to create the ultimate financial edge, a set of tools, insights, and strategies that are part of my daily newsletter service, Mastering Probability. You'll have direct access to me by phone, email, and my private library of trading and investing secrets for 30 days with an unconditional money-back guarantee. I'll take your trading to the next level. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage at TFNN.com and turn your dreams into reality. Mastering Probability, folks. Let that be you.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, we have the Dow up 40, NASDAQ's up 21, S&Ps are up 7. And let's go over to that dollar. Okay, so what do we have out here? So dollar, folks, we are down this morning 16,000 contracts, 57 ticks. But guess what? That's not enough contracts. The thing that's wild here, you're dealing with 40,000 contracts at 81.50. We've got the 81.87 at this point. You know, it's taken out a swing point, but that swing point is 37,000 contracts. So, I suspect, we'll get down to the 81.39, but,
yes.
We'll see if it can get any more juice when it's down there. And, of course, it's given the market breathing room. There's no two ways about that. Euro, we go over to the euro. And, that's right, the euro's taken over the world now. That's right. I forgot
Hey, I tell you what it did on the 30-minute chart. It made a really beautiful 1.618 butterfly pattern out here. If I could get my system working properly, then I would post that in the den, but that's just not going to be in the cards here for a few minutes.
Yeah,
but it made a nice 1.618 butterfly. There we go. I think I can get it in the den here. And so far that pattern is held. So no, that's on the shorter term,
right.
Obviously.
Right.
And we'll see how. Now, as it came into that area, it was coming in with a pretty wide-ranging bar. So that's where you just have to really breathe some caution out here. But that, it's kind of with the move that we have had in the euro, you would think that we would see more movement in the market.
Well, I definitely, I'm with you. I'd like to see, there's no doubt. I mean, I'm sitting here, waiting for one more spike. I like the spike that we got at 10 o'clock. I'd like to see one more. I want to see Apple get to that 74, 75. And it's, I want to see it all in harmony. That's the bottom line. And I think we're close.
Well, no, so I showed Apple getting up to the level.
Oh,
so it's got the,
it hit it. 74.
It hit it. Yeah, totally.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah, no, it totally hit the number right on the head. So, yeah.
And what that is, folks, that's a tiger butterfly up there. And the way that I expect I'm going to trade it by the time we get off this air, or maybe probably an hour or two after that, is you don't necessarily have to get into the Apple scene, but if you think that Apple has failed, then you can get into the indices.
Yes.
So you spread it out a bit.
Yeah. ExxonMobil, what is she doing here today?
So we take a look at it, and she's at the top of her range, which is the 87.67 level.
Okay.
Now, you have 1.9 million shares out here today, and it's going to need more than that as it backs down. That's what it really comes down to. I mean, it looks to me like, it does want to get to a lower level, but it's going to need some juice in order to back away from that level. Well, I see. Interesting. On the daily, it's setting up nice. On the 5-day daily, let me put it on a 9-day. Yeah, on the 5-day daily, it's saying it wants to get down to that $86. So we'll see how that shakes out. I got a couple good calls yesterday in the afternoon because that XLF, the XLF, man, there's no doubt, that is going into, if we look at Bank of America, folks, it's just going into the gap. That's what it's going into, this May 10th gap, and there's no juice behind it. Well, actually, BAC is going into a gap from the 20th, but is it Goldman Sachs? There's a few of them. Oh, JP Morgan Chase. That's what it is. JP Morgan Chase. JP Morgan. Okay, she's coming in. There she is. Yeah, she's up $1.37. She's at 38.73.
Yeah, so inside.
Look at this.
Inside.
It's 37.99 was the high, which is 217 million.
Yeah.
That's where it gapped down from, and to go up and hit the top would be 40.95. No, 40. Yeah, 40.12. So this is going to get interesting, because what you have here today, you're getting price spread on JP Morgan. So, we'll see whether it can get up and hit that in one day. That'll be pretty intense if it hit in one day, actually. But you know what? She can do it. She can definitely do it.
Yeah. And what you're looking for is for it to get, what, to 40.54?
The one before that, 40.12.
I got it. Okay.
40,
okay.
So what happened there is that you come into the low of it, reject the low of it, back off, Because your volume characteristic is 217 million on the other side.
Exactly.
She's taking it out, which is fine. She has the price spread, no juice behind it. But there's a couple good tells out here, but
that's okay.
At this point, folks, I'm holding something back out here.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm sorry, but it's getting held back for right now. Let's take a look at Europe right now. We take a look at Europe. This is what we have happening with Europe. The UK is up $33, and she's pushing into it. And the DAX, so I like this, up $55, and no juice behind the move, baby. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses, we appreciate you growling and prowling. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Tom O'Brien's daily trading newsletter, Market Insights, has delivered powerful results for subscribers, and now is the perfect time to try it out for 2 weeks absolutely free. We're so confident in the value Tom provides his subscribers in his daily newsletter that through Labor Day weekend only, when you sign up for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights, we'll send you a free copy of Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, your ultimate trading mastery system, completely free of charge. Will even cover the shipping cost. Cancel at any time during your 2-week free free trial to Market Insights and pay nothing, and keep Tom's free book as a gift from us. This offer is only valid for new subscribers. We've only extended this offer once before, and it will only be active for a short period of 2 weeks. So act now to take advantage of this great offer and be ready to capitalize on a more active, more volatile market once traders return from their August vacations. All the details are on the front page of TFNN.com. Sign up for your free trial to get your free copy of Tom's best-selling book today. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, you get the Dow up 48, Nasdaq's up 22. You get the S&P's up 8.5. And, if you, of course, Facebook, folks, the scandal out there, no doubt, is you get Thiel selling all the stock, has sold all the stock. And my reality anyway, folks, depending on how long you've been listening to us, the market is set up just for what happened here. So
absolutely. I mean, there wasn't necessarily any secrets,
right?
I mean, this was ahead of time what he was going to do, an early investor, and wanted to cash out,
right? And
or a majority of it.
No. Listen, the bottom line is the only reason Wall Street is in business, folks, is to sell paper. The key is to understand that, and once you understand that, you're not going to be running around buying paper that's overpriced. That's the reality.
Yeah, for sure.
But it never ends. The amazing part to me is that it never ends. You know what I mean?
Well, that one was, just simply over the top in every way possible.
They got it going.
I mean,
they got
totally.
it going. They got
every
the chum in
media
the water
outlet out there.
They spent a fortune on mackerel. They were cutting all that fish up. They're getting all that oil in the water. They got everyone all boiling.
Yes.
They were boiling for $40, $45. The amazing thing about Facebook, is that there is a lot of funds that actually bought it in third market, before the IPO, and they're in big losing positions.
Yes.
And bottom line, folks, okay, you hear the propaganda out there, and the propaganda is that, I got in early, I want my money. The bottom line, folks, is that they know they got a monster price, and in fact, it was when that went off was the second largest capitalization period.
Yeah,
meaning, what people were paying for it. You know, so
it was just outrageous.
Right, and if you go from that to Groupon's out of business. Groupon's at $5.30. I mean, $4.50. That's pretty wild. It's funny. This morning on CNBC, I think one of our Tigers tweeted them because what happened is that they were asking about, should you buy Facebook?
Yeah.
They were doing this big thing. And someone came in and said, "Hey,
that $13."
Exactly.
Okay,
13. A tweet came in and said, "Hey, Facebook's going to $13.80." I just want to see something because what's interesting is that what does happen when I ballpark them, what our Tigers do, which you're supposed to do, is they go right to the penny. I mean, we're on the air, I'm ballparking, but I'm curious as to it probably is. Well, it's $43. Let's just see. This would be funny. 43, and it's 25. 43, 25. 52.
You coming right off of the high?
Yeah.
Right? Okay,
yeah.
So right off that high?
We'll do it the next break. I'll get the exact number.
I'll give it to you later.
Okay, so...
Right now, let's see.
So it's 45...
$13.97.
Oh, that's hilarious.
$13.97. That would be the one-to-one.
He come up with... he or she come up with $13.80.
So,
right.
Okay, good. Okay, absolutely. Hey, that's good.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. No doubt about it.
It's good to have my charts here where I can see.
Steve has been challenged
for
with
a half hour.
This technology in here for a bit. It's amazing. Folks, we know it is amazing is that, over the course of years we build all this technology, but sometimes in here at night when I'm leaving or in the morning to come in, it's like, man, I mean, we get a lot of machines, man. We can make a one of those movies, right?
Absolutely.
As the machines take over, right? Particularly, it really is.
And then when you're doing live programming and something goes awry.
No doubt. No doubt. So let's go over to the NDX 100. I mean, what you have happening here, the Dow's crawling, folks. Okay, it's getting up there, and it's going to get up there today. That's we're at 13,000 326. I think it's 328, right? 338.
338.
So we're going to see this thing launch it, and what I'm going to be looking for is a spike. So what may be possible here, is that Ilona will get her lobster.
Yeah.
But we'll get our
pizzas.
Then we'll see who's made some money. Yeah, I love it.
It's too funny.
It's a beautiful.
So we take a look at the Qs. The Qs are dealing with that April 3rd swing point, and it's got 45 million shares. And so far today, you've done 7.4 million shares. Now you have gapped up into it.
Right.
So
it's a patience deal here. It's patience bringing all that harmony together. And the biggest one, there's a couple of them that I'm wrapping my head around, but yesterday the bonds, you did a nice rejection, and that's what it's going to take out here today. We'll see whether they get the rejection today. We don't have it yet. We're at 145.14. You're going 132,000 contracts, folks, are coming into the 430.
And even just 375 just from a few trading sessions ago. August 16th. So,
right.
Yeah.
We'll see where that shakes out. Between that and a dollar, though, that's the number out here.
As we were saying, if you take a look at some of the sectors in the S&P, so you take a look at the energy sector, and hasn't really been able to move much. Still got the Gartley sell pattern in play out there.
Right.
0.786 Gartley sell pattern in there. And volume so far today, 2 million shares. Coming into that swing point that's got 14 million shares. from May 1st. So that thing really, and let's see, is it tested it? No. So the high on that is 72.77. So it's trading out at, is that it? Okay, so it is up and over that. Oh. 72.77.
Just give it some time. Let them walk in that store. Let them buy that product in that store. They're all in Best Buy right now, buying a product that's obsolete.
Yeah. Now, how many light sweet crude? We haven't looked at crude here. So what's going on with crude here? It's
got some action here. So if we go over to crude, crude is up about $1.90 right now, $1.30. We are at 97. I get 97.30, but I get delayed one here.
Yeah, I get 97.30 is it.
Okay, so let's see. You're over that point. Well, 98.45 is where that downdraft come in from. That's May 4th, right? That downdraft. Yeah, I mean that's the big number. It's almost like it wants to tag it. Stretch it, baby, stretch it big time. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at Big Blue. Actually, I want to see inside the. Okay, so Big Blue flat. That shouldn't be flat right now, but that's flat right now. Walmart. We go take a look at Walmart. Interesting.
Down 21 cents.
Walmart's flat. So inside the Dow, let's see what is putting. Okay, so inside J.P. Morgan Chase, the financials. Yeah, see, Victor Jones got this nice yesterday. And folks, don't forget. What does happen is that right after our show, you get Kate Stalter coming up with the small cap roundup. Then we get Victor Jones in Chicago, TD Ameritrade with the option hour. Darryl Martin, the diagnostic hour, 1 to 2. David White, Ken Shrieven, and back here. But Victor was bringing up last night on the update that the financials. He was that and it's right. It's right. There's no doubt. Inside the Dow today, it's J.P. Morgan Chase and Bank of America. Caterpillar's next. And you're gonna love this one. Alcoa. Alcoa, folks, the dead cat. Alcoa is going to be kicked out of the Dow Industrials. That's my speculation.
Yeah.
And you'll see.
And it should be.
And you'll see that. Let's see. The 20. We're going to see that in the next 3 months because this is what's going on. Kraft is splitting. So what ends up happening is that when you have a split, folks, inside the Dow Industrials, that's when the Dow Committee actually looks at all the stocks in the Dow.
Yes.
And they rearrange the stocks.
Yeah.
They don't have to, but that has been the MO for the last 20, 30 years.
I think it's time for Apple to get in there?
It's possible. What they will absolutely do, I can tell you this. You know what is really crazy, folks? When they put Microsoft and Intel in there,
that was it.
That was it.
That was the highest.
That was all she wrote. Right. In fact, when Apple took over the market cap from Microsoft yesterday, did you see the numbers? The numbers are pretty insane.
Yes.
So the numbers, folks, is that $627 billion, right? And Microsoft's market cap was 620, but Microsoft's market cap right now is only 297.
Yeah, well, you were saying they've done a lot of
buying back. They bought back the stock, so that reduces the market cap.
Yeah.
Let's go to Bill in Colorado Springs. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Hey.
How you doing, man?
Hey, great.
Hey.
I'm just looking at the WPX, which was a spin-off of Williams Pipeline. It's their oil and gas exploration operations.
Okay.
So it's kind of new. It looks like it came out in January, and then it's been. It looked like in the first month or so, a lot of institutions made their big adjustments. So I was wondering, what do you think it looks like volume-wise? It looks like it's kind of dying around down here in the 14s.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. This is WPX, folks, and what it does do is it's an independent natural gas oil exploration production company. Does a lot of business in Pennsylvania and in North Dakota. So the low is 13, the high is 23. Okay, so let me pull this back a little.
Yeah, this looks like an IPO. Is that possible? Going back to
September? That's what it was a spin-off from Williams.
Okay,
that's what he's saying.
Yeah. Oof.
Well, I mean, if you're going to, basically, take a look at getting this, let it go test its low. because you're way too close to the low right now. You know, once you're in the bar, which is 1479, you're at 1464. It's going to go after it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it looks like it's all quieting down, but it hasn't really shown any sign of strength yet. There's a whole series of lower highs.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Exactly. That's what folks.
Which is why you wouldn't want to step
exactly
into it.
What Bill just said. That's exactly what you want to think about, because what happens is this, and that, you know, it's like, hold it, you got to let it test the lows, and if there's no strength, it's like, hey, it's not saying anything. You know, you need strength. You need strength to get higher, man.
Yeah, well, I know they're doing a lot of work up there. I know North Dakota, and they're having some real good success. They may have come out with a lot of debt, and so I don't know that they're, you know, their financials are really turning the corner for them just yet. But it's an interesting.
Right now, when you what the public information is that they're saying they're losing 20 cents a share.
Yeah.
That's what this says right here. Now, that does what ends up happening, folks, is that if you want to do the fundamental deal, you can put your head into that more. But that's how that's straightened out right now. So that would mean that they're losing $40 million a year.
Yeah, this is a pretty big operation. But
yeah, no. Listen, in the energy business, that's nothing, man. I mean, you know, that's I mean, see, the reality that on they take in $2.7 billion. That wouldn't mean a thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
What institutional investors have acquired stock over this period?
What institutional investors?
Yeah, what funds have acquired?
You got the largest one on the last get-go was Wellington. Wellington right now is the largest owner, 8.74%. They own $17 million. Then you get State Street. They all follow each other. What a trip. You get $400,000. They own 4%. Let me see if I can find Fidelity in here. Here's Fidelity. They own 2.95. I got to get a name for these guys. You know what I mean? Because and here's MFS. So this is the ultimate, right? You know, I talk about this all the time, right? So all four of them are in this one. Now MFS is selling, and this is they're all in the top 12. You know, let me just see the biggest changes. Okay, the biggest sells. You know, the buy's a lot bigger than the sells. Let's put it that way. There's no doubt about that. The buys are pretty dramatic, actually. Yeah. But, you know, the bottom line is that these buys are pretty dramatic, but every one of those funds have lost money hand over fist. You know, because when you look, when I'm looking at that characteristic is from June 30th. Well, they haven't. Well, that's a close call. They have lost money. They have lost money unless they bought between May 30th and June 27th. If they bought in that area, they made money, or they're flat. If they bought before that, they're, you know, down, you know, they'd be down about 20 or 30% actually if they bought before that.
Well, they're just going to martingale in some more.
That's right. That's right. Now, there's folks, what Bill just brought up, okay, so the martingale system, now, I understand what you're saying, but funds can't martingale. What a martingale system, folks, is that on a continual basis, they're doubling down. Now, a Goldman Sachs, you know, a Citigroup, they martingale all the time because they have unlimited money. And the reason they have unlimited money, folks, is they pick your pockets every day. That's the bottom line. So, cooking, brother.
It's like going all in all the time. It works great until it just kind of doesn't work.
Well, for the bank, what does happen is this. This is the sad part, folks. For the banks, it works. Yeah. It's the bottom line. For the banks, it works, and that's what they do, folks.
Yeah. Hey, have a good day, guys.
Okay, have a great one. Have a safe one. Let's talk about this for a second, because what happens, folks, is this, and this is something you really want to get your head wrapped around. Number one, you never want to do the martingale system. The reason being is that unless you have unlimited amounts of money, there's no way it would win. When you do have unlimited amounts of money, which the banks do, that's what they do. Yeah. Flat out. That's what those trading desks do. That's when, you know, the guy, the whale, I mean, he got caught in the middle of it, so he blew up. These banks do it all the time. And when they really blow up, what do? They get Mr. Treasury Secretary saying, hey, Citizens of the United States, we want your money. Get your pockets out. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there. We'll come right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to tfnn.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to tfnn.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Time is the great equalizer of all mankind. Time doesn't care about winners or losers, who succeeds or fails. Time only cares that you played the game. Question, are you playing the money game? Is your money working as hard for you as you are for it? I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter service, and we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. In year 1, we generated a 30% profit. Plus, I provided 26 hours of live coaching to my clients. My daily newsletter service is available by 8 a.m. each day and covers the stock, futures, currency, and commodity markets, along with all the current patterns that you can trade. Each newsletter is packed with education, and it's yours for as little as $3 per day. And for the next 30 days, you can try it risk-free. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage of tfnn.com and begin your journey to great wealth today. If you're waiting for a better tomorrow, remember this. Today's tomorrow will soon be yesterday, and your clock is ticking. Mastering Probability. Now is your time.
Catch Kate Stalter on the Small Cap Roundup, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. Up next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, we get the Dow 51, NASDAQ up 19, S&Ps are up a 9, and that good old Dow, get up there and whack that top. We got
the euro's going to help it.
13. So we only need 8 more bucks. We hit 1330.76. 1338.66 would be a beautiful thing. And the euro?
Yeah, the euro's going to help it. It's, there's an ABC up. which would come off of the lows. Now, the small one is just the July 24th low up to the, I would go ahead and just simply use the smaller one, which would July 27th, pull right back here. So you're real close to completing just that 1-to-1 A to B equals CD up. And actually here, you got a little bit of a inverted head and shoulder pattern out here. So I expect this trend line to be the area where the euro actually wants to head to.
Oh, look at that.
Which we'll go ahead and put in the...
Which we need.
Yeah.
That's the spike you need.
That's right. Yeah.
So dollar's still down 63 ticks, and the bonds are down 19 ticks. And all of those folks, you want those babies coordinated, no doubt.
Yeah. Now, did we look at the silver yet today? You know, that took off yesterday.
Yeah, you're talking about that yesterday.
Right,
I know, man.
Boy.
Yeah, and that's a good move.
Yeah.
SIZ... No, it's SIU, I think we're on, right?
SIU, I don't think the Z...
yeah, one U. SIU, too. So... Yeah, okay, so you get 29,000 contracts, which is good, you know, which is definitely good. You know, we want to get up to 40, but that looks to me like, yeah, it's going to go whack that 29.95 area with 29.37. We go back to the gold for a second, and she is going to need a lot more contracts.
Yeah.
As we get divergence, folks.
Should we go to Bill in Sarasota?
Absolutely. Let's go to Bill in Sarasota. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Hey, good morning.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, hanging in there. Well, wanted to ask you the one question about the TZA.
Yeah.
I thought I got in at 1660, which at the time seemed to be the bottom, which I thought was limiting my risk. And I think we're in uncharted territory now. What's your take on it?
Yeah, you better get a stop in. The TZA, folks, is the direction triple. And, you know, what the Russell's trying to do, Bill, is that the Russell wants to basically go tag, like if we do the IWM, you're at 82.55, that wants to go tag that May 1st level. And, you know, as I'm sure you've been listening, what I'm looking for, bottom line, I'm looking for all of those indices to basically hit their swing points, and basically, you know, they'll talk, walk, and squawk at that particular point, meaning are they going to hold the swing point or are they not going to hold the swing point? You know what I'm saying? So
right.
What I would do right now with the TZA, okay, you're at 1577, just get a stop in. That's the bottom line. You know, you might have it nailed right here, but get a stop in. Do not just put that trade on without a stop.
What you'd like to see is the IWM get above 82.97, close back below it on less than 60 million shares.
Right.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Hey,
okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And, you know, the good old butterfly, I think I see a bunch of butterflies flying. And they're all, folks, they're orange and white butterflies. They're just beautiful tiger butterflies floating around. And I'll tell you something. If, in fact, this is how it shakes out, this will be the absolute classic of a tiger butterfly. And we're talking about Apple.
That'll be for your next book.
Next book, this is going to be a book by the end of today. If this is the case, what has happened, folks, is this. The tiger butterfly was 674 to 675. Hit 674.88.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah. Without volume, by the way. Now, and Steve had picked it up where I said someone was hitting it, and sure enough, someone not only hit Apple, folks, they hit it in a big way.
Twice.
Yeah, twice, and they're hitting it again. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We've got Kate Stalter coming up next. Victor Jones, Darryl Martin, David White, Ken Shreve, and back here with Tom O'Brien.
I love it. Take care, folks. Have a great morning.